for Boeing, problems too for the Dream lifter. It landed at the wrong airport in the United States. The modified jumbo jet is so big and Jabara Airport runway so short that there were doubts that it could take off again. But the giant jet, which is used to ferry wings and fuselage for assembly, did eventually manage to take off and head in the right way. Its pilots may have some explaining to do about their sense of direction.
The problem, getting out of there. The Dream lifter generally needs 9,000 feet for takeoff and landing. Jabara has just 6,000 feet, but this afternoon, the crew, a new crew, got it up after losing a little bit of fuel and lightening the load. Local roads were closed just in case the Dream lifter didn't get up as quickly as they'd hoped. The NTSB and the FAA are now investigating. How does this happen? Well, you punch in your airport destination code into the cockpit computer, then pretty much you're on autopilot, and then when you descend out of the clouds and start aiming for the runway, it is all too easy sometimes to not be paying attention. You see the first runway, looks like the right one, and you end up at the wrong airport. That seems to be what happened.
When the plane landed, the control tower couldn't see it. It had landed at the wrong airport, 14 kilometers away.
You know which airport you're at?
We're showing about 6 miles north of you.
Giant 4241 Heavy, we saw the plane on the radar, and it appears that you are at Jabara Airport.
Say the name of it again?
Jabara?
Jabara.
While it's rare for a pilot to land at the wrong airport, confusion is common as the two airports have an almost identical runway setup. The pilots had to wait overnight as the plane was too big to turn around on the runway. It needed a tug to get it into position.
The 747 has plenty of systems that could have warned the pilots of their error, and it comes on a day when the FAA warns about cockpit computer systems. Some call it automation addiction, autopilots, and warning systems. They've all created the safest skies ever, but the FAA warns all that technology can lead to errors.
So the machines have outpaced the human beings, and now the human beings are making mistakes because they're not able to stay up with the technology.
So the FAA wants more training, manual flying and on simulators for pilots, and is asking plane makers to simplify the cockpits, reduce the number of buttons, so that man and machine produce even safer skies.